get it and you understand what's at stake for our country. This cycle, we have to stop it. Our moments of silence in Congress have stretched into decades of inaction. And what is at stake are our kids, our families, our communities. We have to understand that we are a great country. We are innovative. We have skills, and we can balance the rights of responsible gun owners and gun violence safety. We know how to do this. And to say that nothing can be done, that this carnage has to just be part of freedom, as one of my colleagues in the House of Representatives said, has to be rejected.
Yes.
Get them out. There's a sign just down the street at a hair salon, and I think it's a quote from Dr. Phil, and it says something like, if you want the best indication of future behavior, look at past behavior.
Yep.
That list of schools that is in the letter that we read today just stops your heart. And that is only the beginning of the gun violence in this country. We have to say, if Congress will not change, we have to change Congress! And we have 9 months. We have 9 months, and we know their reaction is going to be no different, because their tolerance for death and destruction apparently knows no bounds.
Enough!
And we have to stick together. We have under 9 months until the midterm elections in this country. And make sure, not only on the local level, on the state level, on the federal level, that you ask people who are running where they stand on this issue. You tell them that this is part of the reason you're going to the polls. This will be part of your calculation of how you decide who to vote for. And get your friends. Don't let them forget these kids. Don't let them forget them.
Never.
Make sure that across this country, you are working to help elect people who understand that this is our responsibility. You don't send me to Congress to be silent.
That's right.
You send me to work, to compromise, to reach across the aisle when I can. But you send me to work for the American people. And you send me to answer these questions and to look for solutions. And we have to make sure that happens across the country. Because this Congress has shown us they are indifferent. They are indifferent. They care about their primaries. They care about their campaign donations. What they don't care about is making sure we find an answer to this. We all know there's no one solution. This is a complicated issue. But we also know that when you won't even fund research into finding those solutions, you have shown us who you are. And you have shown us your depravity. And we cannot tolerate that. So one of my amazing colleagues, who was my amazing partner in the sit-in that we held after Orlando, is John Lewis. And John Lewis, his whole life, has stood for civil rights. And John Lewis is an icon. And the only reason we weren't dragged off the floor of the House of Representatives is because the Republicans did not want that image of John Lewis being moved. And I had the great opportunity to go to Selma with John Lewis for the 50th anniversary of his march to Montgomery. And as you all know well, he crossed that Pettus Bridge in Selma. And when he crossed it, he was met with unbelievable violence. But we got to walk over that bridge with him. And that bridge is unique because it isn't until you're in the middle of the bridge that you can see the other side. And there's John Lewis in his 20s at the very front of a long column of activists. And he could see only when he was almost over the bridge what was waiting for him. Neighbors with hateful signs, police ready to inflict violence on these peaceful marchers. And what did John Lewis do? Did he turn back?
No.
kept going. And when he was met with great violence, they regrouped and came back and kept going. This is our bridge. This is our moment. And it may not be easy, but we have so much at stake. Who are we as Americans if we don't keep going? So we are going to go over that bridge. We are going to change Congress.
That's right.
And we are going to protect the children and families of this country.
That's right.
And it starts with you, and it can't be done without you. And I am so very grateful to get to represent you and to work with you to change this. We can do this. Thank you so much.